start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gamecocks offense will go to work first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rushes on him. Got it behind the line. It's Stout. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. There's a lot of QB.
When they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So the Arkansas Racers... offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it. Yards short of the marker. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throwing right. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. They'll run the screen. Bulldozes his way through. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That was just a... choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Give him 6. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's... on that for a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They want to throw it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kendricks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the... He's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go back to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Quarterback keeps him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Still running at the 40.
And that is exactly how you draw it up.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to UTEP. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the pick. At the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Pulls and fires complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Kendricks.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
On third down, he drops to throw. Brings it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Kendricks. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has